What's up, guys? Game Fever all games here, and I'm back for once again another drama scripted Saturday. And in the background is Roller Chamber Prescott match 59, and I'm just gonna go right into Raw 1000. Raw 1000 was good. I personally liked it. Uh, it started off with the DX reunion, which everybody has a Matt Hardy gut now, besides the game. But that's understandable. Why Matt Hardy got fat, I will never understand. But it started out with DX, and they reunited, and they did their sayings and whatever, and then Sandow came out which is the perfect character to interrupt, because you know how Sandow doesn't like degenerates, and well, it's D-Generation X. The Generation X jump him, and that ends the celebration. So moving on from that, other things that happened, Jack Swagger winds up jobbing out again. He lost his match. There was a thing with all the legends again, Heath Slater, because there was a match versus Lita. Heath Slater decided, I'll call out any past WWE superstar, and Lita came out, and a no disqualification match, and Lita came out, and she brings all the WWE legends that Heath Slater has met or had occasions with in the past, which will APA, Animal, Sergeant Slaughter, Doink the Clown, Sid, Piper, and JBL gave him the clothesline from hell. And Lita beat Slater with the Frog Splash. Other things that happened on the 1000 episode of Raw, the wedding between Daniel Bryan and AJ, ended with AJ leaving Daniel Bryan at the altar for a job as general manager of Raw, which that doesn't quite sit well with me. I'd rather see her wrestling, not have some type of power position. I don't know how it's gonna work out. Hopefully it's good, but I just see it's gonna turn out. Well, I foresee it's gonna turn out badly, but who knows? It's WWE. Anything can happen. Speaking of which, how about anything can happen? Like The Miz beating Christian for the Intercontinental title. And hasn't it just dawned on me for the past 3 summers that The Miz, one way or another, always finds his way to have a title in the summertime? If you guys have noticed, the past 3 summers, I think he's always had a belt around his waist. But yeah, the Miz beats Christian out of nowhere for a title, for the Intercontinental title, which just proves that WWE can do anything. The Miz has been jobbing for the past 6 months, and yet WWE was like, yeah, we're just gonna have you win the Intercontinental title. It was a good match, and the Miz won. So moving on, other things that happened, The Rock came out, said some words. He wished luck that CM Punk wins his match. He also said the same thing to John Cena for the same match. And then we go to the main event, which was John Cena cashing in his Money in the Bank and CM Punk. Overall, it was a very good match. Big Show interfered twice. The second time, the referee saw the interference, thus disqualifying CM Punk. So John Cena wins the match, but titles don't exchange on disqualification, thus making John Cena the first person ever to cash in Money in the Bank, win the match, but not walk away with the title. And then after that, the Big Show starts beating up on John Cena after the match, and then The Rock comes down, beats Big Show up, and then CM Punk gives The Rock his signature flying lariat, which now has people wondering, is he heel or not, or saying he is a heel. I personally don't say he's a full-blown heel. Maybe he just doesn't like The Rock. Cena didn't like The Rock. He was still a face. So maybe that they're doing some story where CM Punk just doesn't like The Rock. Maybe due to the fact that, gee, I don't know, he just shows up out of nowhere and automatically gets rewarded a WWE title match at Royal Rumble. They could kayfabe that. I personally don't like that, but then everybody's going to say, well, it's The Rock. Well, yeah, you say, well, it's The Rock, but then you have 30 other some superstars busting our ass night in and out. Yes, I know they're not The Rock, but still, he just comes out of nowhere and gets a title shot. I understand that he came out of nowhere and got a big match against John Cena, which, cause you know he's John Cena, it's gonna bring money. I understand how John Cena got a big match for not for any title against Brock Lesnar, because it's Brock Lesnar coming back. But The Rock coming back at the Royal Rumble, which a pay-per-view that already sells itself, and just to come back for the WWE title. And yes, I said this before, I said it again, celebrities don't lose. So, it's whatever. It's gonna bring in more money apparently, so it's not gonna be bad for business. And that's going to be my wrap on the 1000th episode of Raw. Moving on to SmackDown. SmackDown, let's see, the matches were Ryback versus Jinder Mahal, which I had a friend of mine, his name is Ryan. I watched SmackDown. This match completely, either I stepped out to use the bathroom or something, but I totally missed the Ryback versus Jinder Mahal match, which apparently ended in countout, which added up, I think, Ryback winning. I saw SmackDown. I didn't notice that match. What I did notice was the Miz versus Christian match, which was a 15-minute match, which was actually great. To be honest, it was better than the match on Raw, because there wasn't a fake injury selling like there was on Raw. It was actually a legit good match, which the Miz wound up winning. And I like how they're molding the Miz. Like, he's still a heel, but he's not a crybaby heel anymore. Like, the old Miz would have whined and complained that Christian used his rematch clause the night after, real life, the night after the Miz beat him, but he just fought him and he beat him, even though he did grab the tights. But you know, you have to keep that heel aspect around there somewhere. But hopefully, maybe they'll have a Miz versus Christian feud. Maybe they won't. And it seems like Christian is in the Chris Jericho phase of his career, that they're just going to use him to push over people. I don't know if they're going to give him another title shot, another big title shot, you know, for the WWE title or the World Heavyweight Championship. It seems that time has passed. But who knows? Like I said, if they have the Miz win out of nowhere, WWE can do anything. And then after that, the match was Sheamus versus Cody. Sheamus ended up winning. Santino Marella versus Antonio Scenario, which was a great match. Antonio Scenario ended up winning. Yoshitatsu versus Damien Shadow. Damien Shadow freaking brutally destroyed him. And the second best match of the night, the number one contender match, was Rey Mysterio versus Alberto Del Rio versus Kane versus Daniel Bryan. Long story short, the finish was Rey Mysterio ended up hitting the 619 on both Alberto Del Rio and Daniel Bryan, and he hit the drop of the dime from the top rope on Daniel Bryan. Ricardo Rodriguez pulled Rey Mysterio off of the pin on Daniel Bryan. Alberto Del Rio pinned Daniel Bryan to get the 1-2-3, and that's how you go. Our number one contender once again is Alberto Del Rio. So maybe this time, usually the third or second time, every time they give Alberto Del Rio a chance at the title, that's usually when they give it to him. I suspect no surprise this time. They might actually give it to him at Survivor Series. They might. And we're going to go on to TNA. So, yeah. Which was a lot happened. With the Ninjas coming out and attacking. I think they attacked Kurt Angle again. Yeah, they attacked Kurt Angle again. Which these ninjas, I don't know. They remind me of Nexus, but we actually knew who Nexus was. Cause I'm saying that because they jump everybody. That's the only conclusion. They jump everybody. They jump faces and heels. They have no remorse for whoever they attack. So that's why I'm comparing them to them. But the Nexus, we actually knew who the Nexus were. The identifications. We don't know the identifications of the ninjas. But yeah, the first match was Mickie James and Tara versus Gail Kim and Madison Rayne. The winners were Madison Rayne and Kale. The match lasted 3 minutes and 50 seconds. Then after that was Doug Williams versus the gut check person, Sam Saw. Which was, we had a Joey Ryan appearance. because Joey Ryan was in the crowd with that 87% chance Joey Ryan is shown on Impact, which I was marking out when I saw that sign, and Al Snow and somebody else noticed it, and Joey Ryan ended up punching Al Snow in the face and running away, which was funny to me. That was funny. Then you have Austin Aries showing basically tryouts for who's gonna be the X Division, who's gonna be the next person at the X Division title, which I like that. It shows that Austin Aries hasn't forgotten his roots or where he came from. Long story short, he winds up picking Kenny King to face Azima Ion. It was a great match. Azima Ion wins that match. You guys should go watch that match. Bountiful Glory Series match, AJ Styles versus James Storm. It was no decision due to I think the Ninjas again winded up messing up. Yeah, the Ninjas winded up messing this one. They brutally attacked AJ Styles. They did not attack Cowboys James Storm. So which really is now seeming that the Cowboys behind the group. Which, go figure, who would ever know? We will never know whoever's behind the group. Kurt Angle versus Bully Ray was also an okay match. Kurt Angle wins that match, and that was the main event, and that was TNA Impact. Fortunately, there wasn't any undrama scripted news that got pulled attention or that caught my attention for this week. So we're gonna have to skip that part. And I'm Game Fiend of all games, guys. Please remember to comment as you see fit and rate however you see fit. And I'm Game Fiend of all games, guys. Out of here. Peace.